energy from any type of flowing water. You may say portable, water bottle size hydropower generator, but funny thing is, this little device has been selected as one of the most innovative renewable energy products by Korean government, Prince Andrew from United Kingdom, and it has been filmed with the BBC. You may say why. Today, I want to share you the story and mission behind this interesting device. I personally studied business. When I was 20, I started to ask about myself that what would I do in the future? And I took off to the India to get the answer. I born and raised in Korea for 20 years, and India regarded as the most different place for me. Language, weather, food, culture. So I went there, even didn't realize where the capital city is. First, it was a little bit scared, but I started to enjoy my days in India after I met one guy say, "Hey, every possible is impossible here, but every impossible is possible in India." So I spent 9 months there traveling locals. And one day I was in Kodaikanal for trail running, and I met one 9-year-old boy at the village located in the top of the mountain. He invited me to his house, and his mother started to prepare dinner for me. Because village has no access to electricity, she had to use gas lamp and a fire pot. The house was full of smoke, but still I liked it. So I tried to take a pictures of them, and the boy was surprised because it was his first time to see the camera. He asked me, "Can I play with it during the evening?" And I say yes. And a few hours later, his artwork was actually amazing. Back then, I was thinking, what if I give my camera to him? Maybe he could become a great photographer, not just a poor farmer living in the mountain. But the problem was the village has no access to electricity. Just to charge a little camera, he has to walk 10 kilometers and have to pay $1, which is half of his daily income. That was the moment I started to think about energy accessibility. We are now living in the hyper-connected world. Everything required electricity. We are having new energy demands. Now, 1/3 of global population using mobile phone, but the problem is traditional centralized fossil fuel-based energy system cannot meet the new energy demands. So here's the point. There are more and more people require energy. We need energy to power tons of sensors in outdoor, even cars. But their energy standards are different from the past. Now we all use USB power. It consumes much less energy. It means we don't need gigantic power station for 24/7. So I started Inomed and designed personal hydropower station. Already we have beautiful solar power and wind power technology, but I think water is more related with our daily lifestyle. Imagine fishing, kayaking, sailing. We always have access to water. It was hard to start a business because most of people I met say no to my idea because back then I was 28 years old woman without PhD or social career. Doing a business in energy and manufacturing? No way. 100% people say no. But luckily I met Douglas, pioneered impact investor in Korea. He said energy industry has been occupied by man in the history. Man's perspective focused on centralized, scales, suppliers centric. But to change this paradigm, we need your perspective. So he decided to invest on our company and I could start the business. It took almost 2.5 years to launch our first product because we have to prove the market demands and find a sustainable business model. First, we targeted fishermen in Southeast Asia, but it was not easy to find high quality product with an affordable price. So we launched this product to American camping outdoor market at $280. We promoted our product by sponsor expedition projects or science research projects globally. And it's a personal scale, so you can easily produce your own power, can learn how much energy you need, can experience how you can be part of sustainable energy paradigm shifting. Now, we are partnership with the global big brands such as Patagonia or SK to bring our solution to developing countries where the boy I met in India lives and try to change energy paradigm to be more sustainable. Thank you, and I would love to get answers and questions from audience.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Park. Well, it is really inspiring what you did. When we talk about renewable energy, and when we talk about rural areas, and when we talk about combating poverty, when we talk about farmers living in the remote areas, when we talk about children cannot study in the evening because there is no light, there is no better access to whatever energy is required for every single activity in life. This is a marvelous job, and me working in the investment technology promotion, one of our biggest problems and dilemma when we work in developing countries and especially in remote rural areas is source of energy. So what you as, well, because here we say, or the theme is women who inspire the world, this is really what we would like to see from women, how they're helping their families, their communities, the nation as a whole, and now we're talking about the global level. Well, I'm very proud and honored that to have you as one of the first 5 women in this program, and we will continue by this program of women who inspire the world. Well, in the past they used to call it hidden figures. Now we're not hidden anymore. We're talking about inspiration, because you're really inspiring the world. I will now go, then we come back to the questions. I will go to Mrs. Liang Hong from China. Please tell us and inspire us and tell us who you are. Yours.
Hi, thank you for the introduction. And good afternoon and good evening to everyone. Because I'm here in Shanghai and it's like 9:30 p.m. now. I received my bachelor degree at Philippines and continue my master's degree at England. After graduation, I established my jewelry company and jewelry brand Kenkru LC at Shanghai in 2012. I began my specialization in grading and identifying gems, ensure to building a solid foundation for professional ski, because in jewelry business, the expertise on the gems and products are extremely important. In the values type of gems, I have eyes only for pearl. And my passion about the pearl impressed the pearl farmer, Jack Christoph, the global CEO of Jewelmer. Jewelmer is the world's most lustrous South Sea pearl and exquisite fine jewelry brand, the top 3 largest South Sea pearl producer in the world. We have deep conversation with Jewelmer, and they start up the partnership with our company Kenkru LC in 2015. So I want to say, if you be passionate about what you do and what you love and hard work, the chance and the success will follow. And we officially brought Jewelmer into China, successfully expand the market share in China's pearl jewelry business. We built the online and offline channel for the brand and brand content presence and organized boutique and event galas in China and draw up marketing strategies, provide the immersive premium experience, make Jewelmer an aspirational brand for Chinese consumer, and increase brand's international presence. Jewelmer has now a retail presence in 20 countries across 5 continents. In these 5 years, I spent a lot of time in pearl farm. To harvest one South Sea golden pearl, it takes many years. At this 5 years and 300 steps. But the final quality of each pearl depended on the indulgence of Mother Nature. The pearl serves as an indicator of our planet's health. Human intervention and global warming affect the habitat of the oyster. We constantly confront with the issue of climate change and the urgency to address it. Through this enterprise, we strive to do is not only to make a perfect pearl, but more significantly to nurture an environment that will produce it. We champion sustainability initiatives like the Safe Palawansi Foundation to help in educating communities and in preserving marine life. It makes it part of our mission to make home turf a cleaner, greener place. We would like to influence much people as we can. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, I think later when we'll hear Dr. Azza Fahmy, who's an international jeweler, because we have talked about jewelry and pearls. We have just had today in the morning another webinar on the theme of trade and heritage. And this is mainly, we did it with south of Italy, the Basilicata region. But I've been talking about trade and heritage from the Silk Road, which of course, we talk about China and South Korea, coming to the Arabian Peninsula, Syria, Lebanon, Iraq, and all of these countries of the Gulf, traveling to the Mediterranean. One of the most important, of course, products also was pearls. And here I come from Bahrain, where Bahrain is very well known when we talk about natural pearls. And I remember during the Shanghai Expo in 2012, in the Bahrain pavilion, there were a lot of sites and documents which have been citing that there was trading of pearls from that region to even to China, because I know how pearls is important to China. So you are into that business, which is pearls is always, I know in China, in the Chinese civilization, how pearl is important for health, how it recovery, how it brings happiness. So just talking to us today, you are bringing for us happiness, Mrs. Leong Hong. So we will see, as I said, with this new campaign, with this new program, what we can do. And this will come on the second question, how we can work on inspiring more women to provide them confidence that they can do it. They can do it. They can be a vibrant, dynamic part of solving solution, bringing challenges into positive reality, and making societies to work together, because you are able of doing it at home. You are able of making a paradise for the children, for the husbands, for the fathers, for the mothers. You can make our world to be a paradise. I will now, thank you very much, but then we'll come to the questions, Mrs. Leong Hong. Now I will move from Asia to Europe because of the time zone. Then we will come to the MENA region. So I would like Mrs. Sara Roversi, the founder of UCAN Group Italy, to inspire us. Please, Mrs. Sara.
Hi, everyone. I'm not allowed to share the video, but if you allowed me, okay. Now I can. Okay.
Roversi, is she there?
Yes. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. I'm Sara Roversi. I am the founder of the UCAN Group that I started together with my husband many years ago.
Sara Roversi, can you hear us?
Yes. Yes. I'm hearing you perfectly. Can you hear me?
Okay. If she cannot hear us.
I'm hearing you.
Okay. Let us go, let us come to the MENA region. So we...
Okay, can you hear me?
Okay, because of the time zone. So I will ask Mrs. Azza Fahmy. the chairman of Creative Jewelry to inspire us. I'm sure that she will inspire us. Dr. Azza Fahmi, the floor is yours. Dr. Azza Fahmi.
Yes.
The floor is yours.
دكتور هاشم سامعني؟
نعم سامعك، تفضلي.
Okay. Hi everybody. I'm happy to be among all these successful ladies, and let me share my story with you. My name is Azza Fahmi. I'm from Egypt. I'm a chairwoman of Jewelry of Egypt, one of the prestigious jewelry brand in the Middle East. I graduated from Faculty of Arts in Cairo as an interior design. I didn't like very much what I'm doing, but in that time, I did it very well. I work in the government for 8 years, but I was looking for another things which I feel that I have a passion for it. I tried many things, and then one day I found a book which was about medieval jewelry in Europe. And my heart starting to beat in front of this book. I found what I'm looking for. I bought that book 50 years ago with almost all my salary, but in the meantime, I was sure that this book was going to change my life. I started a new career completely. That I want to be a jewelry designer, not only jewelry designing jewelry, but making jewelry as well. Because if you only design jewelry and you don't know how to make it, you don't feel. You have to feel the material, you have to feel the stone, and you have to be everything. I have no money in that time, and I make it very simple. That's I'll go to one of the crafts area in Cairo called Khan Khalili, and I introduced myself to a jeweler there, and I told him I want to come and work with you. I was the only university graduate in this area. He accepted me, and I said that in that day, when I did my first very simple, naive piece, I was sure that this is the things which I want to finish my life with it. I kept working with this man. I was working in the government, and in the afternoon I go to this area to work with the man, teach me how to make the basic of the jewelry. I stayed for 2 months, and my first capital was about 3 Egyptian pounds, which is about in that time $1. I bought a very small amount of silver, and I make a five rings, which was different, And my friends start to buy this, and I have a small capital, and then I bought more silver. I kept working in this area for about 2 years, between two important masters in Khan Khalili, and then I start open a small workshop, and my friends always helping me of buying my products. Then, and every time I have a technical problem, facing how to make the piece which I designed, I go back to my master and ask him, till I reach a point that my mind became better than my hand, and my masters couldn't tell me how to do things. In that time, I think the British Council gave me a grant and I went to England, to one of the best schools in England for jewelry making. I stay, and you know, it was really a complete change in my career. I returned back to Cairo, and I start working on branding. I started with two jewelers. This was 50 years ago. Now we are 280 people in the company. What else I can do? I have a school. I have a school in Cairo for teaching young people who have the same hope that they want to have a good education and they don't have the money for that. I open my own school for design, and I have my vocational training also, because if you want to do a good industry, you have to have a good designer and a good craftsman. We have our school, and we have our vocational training, and we have our company. I think this is what I can tell you. Thank you very much. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we hear you. Yeah, we hear you quite well. Thank you for your very interesting intervention. We will come to you more on the questions to know more of how you can continue inspiring women and inspiring the world. I would like to go back to Mrs. Sarah Roversi. I understood that you are speaking, but we cannot hear her. I can see still she's muted.
Let's try again.
I mean, the people in Istanbul, which are organizing this webinar, can Sarah Roversi, can she speak if she's hearing us?
Dr. Hashim, we can hear her very clearly.
We cannot hear her from here, and she's still looking muted for us, because you are, I don't know, you are the one controlling the system.
No, we can hear her now.
Okay.
Miss Sarah, can you go ahead?
Okay. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. Sometimes technical issues happen.
We cannot hear her. I don't know if the other participants can hear her.
Yes.
We cannot.
I'm hearing her.
Hashim, I can hear her.
We are not hearing her. I don't know why she looks muted for us.
I can hear her voice very well.
Dr. Hashim?
Yes?
I think it's an issue with your mic, because all of us can hear her very clearly.
How could it be with our mic and I can hear you and I can hear Dr. Fahmi? It is the problem with your mic. You are the controlling, because how can we hear you? How can we hear Dr. Fahmi and all the other speakers and we cannot hear her? How come?
Okay. Do you want me to go?
Talk to one of your technicians. You are controlling the system, not us.
Okay. Can I speak?
Yes, Miss Sarah, you can go ahead.
Okay. I'm so sorry. So I'm Sarah Roversi. I'm the founder
I cannot hear her.
of the UCAN group and also of the Future Food ecosystem.
We cannot hear her.
I started my business together with my husband almost 20 years ago while we were still studying at the university. And we started our first business creating a solution to
We are not going to hear her. When she finished, because the other audience can hear her, then you can tell her that
I'm
she
hearing
finished.
her. Dr. Hashim, I'm hearing, I heard her.
Yeah, but here, we're not hearing her. That's the problem. I don't know why. We hear all the other speakers, but Mrs. Sarah, we cannot hear her. So fine, let her finish her speech. I don't know if she can hear me. If she can tell you that she can hear me.
Yes, she can hear you, Dr. Hashim. We can hear you.
very well.
Yes. Let her
Yes, our technical team will fix the problem.
We link with her through another iPhone to tell you there's a problem there with you. So but now we can hear her. Go ahead, Mrs. Sarah.
Okay, thank you. So I started my first business together with my husband almost 20 years ago. We were still studying, and actually we started a business that took us to work with the Olympic committees for 3 Olympic Games, really understanding how much the power of emotion.
Now Sarah is frozen.
Yeah, it's frozen for us also. It's frozen.
And in 2012,
Maybe I suggest that you stop her video transmitting and keep only the audio of Mrs. Sarah.
That's correct. This could be a good solution.